Welcome to our weekly maritime vlog. I'm Corey Ransome with International Maritime Security Associates. As always, we have Bennett, the producer and the controller of all things great in video, behind the camera today. This week, we are going to discuss a topic you're familiar with. We're going to talk about shipping as it moves into the digital age. In some of our past episodes, and those of you who are great viewers and followers of this channel know that we've talked about different pieces and parts of technology as it relates to large yachts, cargo lines, cruise lines. We've talked about blockchain in 2 or 3 different previous episodes. We've talked about kind of the digital bridge of the future, and we've talked about other topics. We wanted to specifically talk about some of the interesting things that are happening when you look at the digital age here in the shipping industry. And it's just phenomenal to see all of the changes and things that are happening. IMSA and 2 of our partner companies, Blue Water Super Yacht Bridge Services and Telemar Yachting, are working to put a seminar on that we're going to launch at the Fort Lauderdale Boat Show this year about the digital bridge of the future. It's going to be really an exciting and cool seminar to talk about some of the interconnectivity and the things that are happening right now, but also in the future when it comes to the digital bridge. With the digital bridge, there's some really interesting things that are taking place right now, and there's a lot of companies who are moving very quickly in this particular realm. That affects really all 3 of our major markets here: cargo lines, cruise lines, large yachts. There are some really interesting things that are happening when you look at the connectivity of ships. And the ships of the future are going to look very different than they do today as far as how these ships operate and the skill set that's going to be needed to be able to operate these ships. You'll still need captains and crew members and ship drivers, but you'll also need a number of technicians from a cybersecurity and a computer standpoint to be able to run these complex systems, which is really cool to see how shipping is really moving into the digital age. As we look forward, there will be a number of IoT-related devices, whether it's on containers or different parts of the ship, that help to improve the efficiency of how the ship operates. The 3D container mapping of where containers are, the weight, and how they move on is going to be interesting. But also, the digital ship of the future will be able to interface with the digital port of the future. So a lot of information that is passed right now in really kind of rough channels, and sometimes through emails or paper, will be done all digitally. As we've talked about, blockchain is going to be a big part of that. There's a number of shippers that are now using blockchain to move goods from different parts of the world to other parts of the world, and it's really interesting to see how blockchain is really facilitating that. So as we move forward, there's going to be a number of major changes, probably in the next 5 to 6 years, with satellite communications and the improvement of that, of how the vessel sends and receives data and information from containers, but also from the engine room and different pieces and parts that are on board that ship, how that ship operates when we talk about ships that are going to be semi-autonomous, and just the different electronic and the computer-aided pieces to pull all of that together. As we specifically look at bridge operations, and we move forward into this digital age, ECDIS is really going to, in my personal opinion, really going to come alive. So right now, many vessels have the ECDIS system on board, which you know is basically the glass cockpit for the bridge, where the captain and the ship drivers can see all the different information pieces and integrate different parts. So you can integrate radar with your chart plotter, with sonar, with all the other information pieces. As we move forward into the digital age, you'll see that information flow into ECDIS start to expand, where you're going to see 3D and potentially 4D modeling of what's happening in real time in a port in certain navigation areas. Well, you'll have information from other ships that will connect into your vessel to provide you real-time updates and information as ships move through different navigation areas. You'll be integrating information from satellites live and in real time, and camera systems in the port also be interfacing and moving data and information in and out of ports in real time. But what this does is it makes shipping a lot safer. We've talked about this in the past. Every 2 to 3 days, and most people don't know this, but there's an accident that involves a cargo ship somewhere in the world where lives are lost or containers are lost. So hundreds of millions of dollars of property and lives are being lost because of issues sometimes with navigation or lack of information. The digital bridge of the future is going to help improve that. So now vessels will be able to more efficiently navigate from point A to point B, but also be able to more safely navigate through some of the shoal areas and some of the tighter shipping zones in and out of ports. As we talk about the digital bridge of the future and shipping and what that looks like, we always have to talk about the ARMS platform. That's the Automated Risk Management Solution platform that we're building here at IMSA. That platform, in our opinion, is going to be a key piece to link a lot of these pieces together on the digital bridge of the future. Not only bringing in risk and threat information, but other pieces of information that are going to be helpful and useful to captains and navigators and bridge watch personnel in real time to help them make better decisions. So we're really excited about the different parts of technology that we're plugging into the ARMS system. We're also developing blockchain that's going to help track a lot of the risk management information on the background and different communication pieces to be able to bring together IoT. So there's a lot of things that are exciting that are happening in the shipping industry and the maritime industry in general, but also here at IMSA. And you guys know that we'll definitely keep you updated. Hey guys, thanks for joining us. We really appreciate all the viewers that we have around the world. It is truly a global audience, and it is so cool to be able to interact with you guys. Make sure you leave comments or questions or suggestions in the comments section below, or connect to us through our social media and join the conversation. Our social media links are detailed in the banner above and also in the comments section below. Make sure you subscribe to this channel so you get notified when we post new videos in this section and also the other sections that we have in the channel. Also, hit that like button for all the videos that you like. If you ever have any questions where it comes to maritime risk management, regulatory compliance, or maritime security, don't ever hesitate to reach out to us here at IMSA, because we're always happy to steer you in the right direction.